So this is in northern Alberta. Yes, we are northern, and so we do typically get the northern lights, but a couple of days ago it was spectacular, the northern lights. And since you guys aren't privy to my last TikTok, that TikTok took down because they didn't want you to know this information about the soon to be possible, and this is only for entertainment purposes, plasma apocalypse. And when you are seeing this all over the world now, look at that. They were lying down for this one. Look at that. They were lying down for that one. So it was right over their head. I actually had one time when I was, look at that, just in the middle of the night. It was a few years back. And the plasma from these lights was hitting my window, my glass window, and you could hear it ting, ding, ding, ding. It actually had power to it, it had energy to it. And I'll tell you, my whole body was lit up. I am Rh negative, so I have a high, I can't be out in a thunderstorm. My whole body starts to vibrate. I can feel the vibration of rocks. I can still feel the vibration that is still inside a rock. So when you start to get things like this, it's like I become part of it, and it really is frightening. Anybody who's Rh negative, O negative is very common for that. You will find that in here, if you guys get to answer, you will be seeing dozens of people saying, yep, O negative, that's the way I feel. It's like it just starts to come from you, or you become part of it. It's quite a frightening thing. So, to experience. So whenever I get into lightning or anything like that, I know when lightning is here. I know when it's going to happen, because I can feel it before anybody will see it. And so it is the vibrations that I am very hypersensitive to. And I don't know what it is with Rh negative makes it so that we can be like this, but the majority of us, or a great deal of us. And there are always outliers, guys. There's always outliers to this. So there's going to be some of them saying, I'm Rh negative and I've never felt anything. But, that's just, you're an outlier for some reason. You happen to get the blood, but you don't get any of the gifts. And so this is what we are seeing. If you look into Tartaria and mud floods, and you would have seen this trend that has happened, this cycle that happens to the earth repetitively throughout the eons. And that's why we have the crazy clocks that we do. Just give me a second. Okay. So look at this. This is the kind of stuff that you're seeing, the plasma that you're seeing, the different light frequencies. We're seeing this all over the world. This is part of the plasma. This is the showing that things are starting to heat up in the world that we live in. And this is what it's heating up. All of these elements are coming out of the earth and coming from our dome, and we're getting this plasma that's building, and we're seeing it throughout the whole earth, and the earth is reacting. We're in the beginning of the cycle. These cycles affect us, affect our brain. That's why you're seeing so much chaos around the world. That's why nobody can agree, and everybody's on a different wavelength, is because majority of you is water, and you're able to be, and your electricity as well. As they know, when they looked at your cell and they looked at the smallest particle of your cell, all they saw was a burst of light, because that's what you are. You are this. So all of this that is happening around the earth, all these earth changes that we are seeing, and yes, mankind is quickening this by the different war insanities that are going on, by doing seeding and chemtrails and all of that. But I think that the chemtrails, they have a twofold. I mean, they're putting poisons and stuff like that on us. They're ruining, killing off the environment, which seems to please them, but it also obscures what you might see. And as some people are seeing other things and other objects in the sky, whether you think there's like a moon or a second sun or 7 suns, or whether you're seeing faces by the moon every now and then when it's bright enough, people are seeing other things maybe that are carved into the firmament. I mean, I'm just throwing this out. This is all for entertainment purposes. It has nothing to do with reality whatsoever. It is just the way I see things when I look and I see that we are being flooded with the most strangest, weirdest, craziest things. It even looks like there's something in there. Isn't that wild? Just the color spectrum is wild, what we are seeing. There is many people that are speaking about what's about to happen. I mean, get yourself right. There's nothing you can really do. I have no fear of the things to come because I've been told that these things would happen. I've been told for all my life of what to expect, but I've also been told, and maybe this is because it's all just a game. We're in a matrix. We're in some computer somewhere. We're just in a holodeck somewhere. Who knows? But I've been told that these things would happen, and I was told I would always be protected. So to me, that kind of makes me think that we are in some game. But I mean, that's just my crazy talk again about the silly things I'm seeing. Look at that. He's got glasses. You can't tell me that doesn't look like a man. Look at this. Pair of sunglasses. He's smoking a pipe or something that's coming out of there. You can see his mouth is crocked and the shape of the face and everything. And maybe even has a third eye right up there. But yeah, there's something crazy. It's not climate change as to anything that we can do. With everything that we're doing, even with the crazy shit that's going on that the government is producing right now, only accumulate 3% of what's going on in greenhouse gas effects. The rest is done through the earth. The earth does it, has its own cycle. It cleans itself. It says, takes a shower every now and then. And if you really understand that you are only ever to be on this world, on this time, for a short period of time, and that you are much more, and that's what Jesus came to tell you. Don't you remember who you are? You are God's. What I can do, you can do more. Live and love and light.